guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and by subscriber request I am going to be showing you guys how I make my Sotanghon Bola-Bola and my Lumpia Shanghai, or kind of like a mixture of that. So I had posted this before, I guess it was like around our anniversary in November, me and the dude, and I always make my Sotanghon Bola-Bola and my Lumpia, which is his favorite. Loki has come to help, and well, his birthday was yesterday, but we were out and about, so today I'm going to be cooking his birthday dinner, but I'm going to invite you guys with me just to kind of show you how I make it and see if you guys want to create this at home. So this is a Filipino dish. There is a Cebuano style that I can make with like it's the Sotanghon noodles inside the lumpia, which is good too, but we're just gonna go for like OG really good. There is a cookbook that I use, but I don't follow it to a T because I kind of do how my aunt used to do it and and everything. But this is the Philippine cookbook, and it's by Ronaldo Alejandro. But you know, like I said, I don't really follow it to a T. So the first thing I do is I actually make my lumpia first, or at least set the meat aside, because it's easy to just kind of like put them in their wrappers and have them just kind of waiting to be tossed into the fryer while I work on the bola-bola. To make the lumpia Shanghai, this is actually our recipe here. So I'm gonna take you around the kitchen and kind of show you the recipe and show you kind of what I'm doing. So here we go, people, to the kitchen, which we're already in. Okay, so before I really started anything, I put the bean noodles in water. It's not boiling or anything, it's just to soak them, to kind of rehydrate them so that they'll be easier to cook. Well, in this case I guess I'm using rice noodles, but I go back and forth between bean noodle and rice noodle, and it doesn't really matter the brand to me. I guess this was just kind of like the cheapest one, but yeah, so I guess today I'm just using rice noodles. So it's these kind of clear noodles. Right now you can see they're still kind of hard, although they're starting to soften up, but they'll just kind of sit in this water until they're completely soft, which will be when I'm actually ready to use them. By the way, do wash your hands because with Filipino food you go and get your hands in everything. So yeah, you're really good with working with your hands. That's kind of how we do it, you know, traditional style. So yeah, that's soaking there. Okay, so let's actually go back to our lumpia ingredients. Okay, so this is for lumpia Shanghai. The only thing I omit is the shrimps. I don't actually put my pork and my shrimp together. I just kind of do pork lumpia. For the pork, you can, I don't know, find your own like pork sausage if you want. What I do is I just get some plain ground pork and I season it myself. But you guys, you know, can do whatever you want. So this is a ½ pound of that. Right now my this is kind of seasoned and left over from last time, and I usually just put it in a Ziploc and put it in the freezer so that it'll keep for next time. Now is next time. So right now it's just kind of defrosting, so that's there. I'm going to pull out a ½ pound of that. Okay, so like I said, we're skipping the shrimps for this one, and I'm putting in a ½ cup of chopped water chestnuts. So these are my water chestnuts that I use. I make sure that I get the sliced kind, where it says peeled and sliced. There are some that say whole. I'd rather go with sliced. It said that we needed a ½ cup, but what's nice about these cans, it says that the serving size is a ½ cup, and there's about 2 in here, so there's 1 whole cup. So that means that I only take half of it to chop up. When you open it up, make sure that you push this down and pour all the water out, and then open this so that you could chop this up. I take the lazy route and I use my little ninja to get them about this chopped. So they're not, I don't want to turn it into mush, so it just kind of turns into that. So you know, you don't want it too chopped, and you want it chopped enough, because remember, this is getting rolled into kind of like a spring roll, so you want them small enough but not mushy. Alright, then it says we need a ½ cup of green onions, which I'll show you in a second. Just some salt, some pepper, an egg, and soy sauce. So I mean, I have like Himalayan salt, but I mean, just for this, I just use my regular old salt, regular old pepper. I got my egg here, straight from the egg ranch. And just the Kinkoman soy sauce. We've tried the soy sauce before where it was like low sodium, like we used to try low sodium stuff. And let me tell you, it comes out messed up. Like it doesn't taste right. Like, you know, people are like, oh, the low sodium doesn't taste any different. Sometimes with certain traditional foods, you're just gonna have to go regular. So yeah, we go regular sodium because the low sodium just didn't make the lumpia taste right. And then when everything's ready, I'll show you guys the egg roll wrappers that I use and show you how I put it all together. So yeah, let's go look at the green onions. Okay, so back over here, I have some green onions. I'm leaving them out because I'm going to need them for the Sotanghon Bola-Bola. So right now this is what I have chopped up for the lumpia. And so once that meat thaws, we're going to put all of this together with our hands, by the way. Okay, so now all my lumpia ingredients are in here. You got your salt, your pepper, your water chestnuts, the green onions, the egg, the soy sauce, and the meat. So you literally have to get in there with your hands and mix it up because, I mean, there's just no other way. Okay, so now the lumpia meat is all ready. So I have a plate out. That's where I'm going to roll the lumpias and just kind of place them around here so that they're ready to get deep fried. These are my wrappers that I am using. This time we're using some spring roll wrappers. So these are really thin ones. I was using more egg roll wrappers last time, so we're going to try some spring roll wrappers this time. So you can see that the wrapper is really thin. I have some water over here because that's what you're going to use to kind of like adhere it. Like once you roll it, it's kind of like what tapes it down. And this is, you know, just so I can like scoop out my meat. So let me show you how I make one of them. Okay, so now that we have the lumpia all rolled up, I accidentally got some meat on that one. But let's see, we're gonna work on the Sotanghon Bola-Bola. So we need a half a cup of ground pork. Ding! We need a 1/4 cup chopped onion, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of flour. Got our flour right there. That kind of works as a binding agent for the quote-unquote meatballs. We need some salt and pepper. Bam! We need some oil. That's going to be for the saute of the other, well, we have minced garlic and then we have sliced onion, even though we already put some chopped onion in here. So the chopped onion actually goes in the meat, and then we're going to be sauteing sliced onion, so not minced onion, but sliced onion, and the minced garlic. So we have our garlic there, the onion is on the chopping block over there. We're going to be needing some beef broth. Some people use chicken. I think that beef tastes a lot better, so we're actually going to use beef bone broth. And then our Sotanghon rice noodles have been kind of soaking in the water, as you saw earlier. And then towards the end, like once everything's cooked, that's when you add the soy sauce and the green onions. So we don't really need those yet, but let me take you over to onion. Okay, so this is the minced onion that's going to actually get mixed up into the meat. And this is the sliced onion that's actually going to get sauteed in this
ginormous pan. Like, look how big this pan is. You know, you need something huge like this, by the way, for you know, cooking the Sotanghon Bola-Bola, because it makes so much. So you need something massive like this. This is actually a really big pan. And then we use safflower oil for our saute oil. So let's get cooking. Okay, so I got all my meat mixed up. So this is my ½ cup of ground pork, my roughly ¼ cup chopped onion, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of flour, my 1 tablespoon of salt, a ¼ teaspoon of pepper. Yeah, so, and you know, not everything is exact. It's just kind of like, you know, I just kind of feel it out. So anyway, so the meat is ready to go. I'm gonna be getting sauteing over here in just a moment. So again, using the safflower oil, it's gonna be 3 tablespoons of my minced garlic and 3 tablespoons of the onion. And once that's ready, that's when I pour in my 2 cups of bone broth, my beef bone broth, and when I'm going to throw in my rice noodles or bean noodles, you know, whatever you have, into that. And then one by one, I'm gonna start dropping in my meatballs so they can cook. So while that's going, I actually turned on my deep fryer so that I can get the lumpia ready, but it takes a while for this to warm up, so that's why I have these 2 things going at the same time. So I'm going to be sauteing while I'm working with the lumpia, since the lumpia cooks a lot faster than that over there. Okay, so this is getting nice and golden brown, so I'm going to go ahead and take my beef bone broth. There's 2 cups of it, and I'm going to pour it in here. Okay, and I'm actually going to bring this up to a boil. And when that starts boiling, I'm going to take about a tablespoon at a time of my meat here and just kind of plop it in until the meatballs are done. And then the last portion is to throw in those noodles. Okay, so you can see it's pretty much at a boil, so you don't have to be super specific because all this stuff's gonna break apart anyway. And just kind of start plopping it in. And you'll just kind of mix it up and chop it up until it's done. So it's not really meatballs. I mean, I guess you could, but I just kind of do it however, yeah. Okay, so you got the lumpia cooking over here. The bowls are just waiting. Again, that goes in again. So this is just about cooked, so I'm going to go ahead and take the noodles, kind of plop them in there, and we're just going to mix this in. Okay, so I mixed in the soy sauce and my green onions. It's basically done. I'm going to be putting it into the bowls, and all over there we got our lumpia waiting for us. So yeah. Alright, so that's it, you guys. I'm gonna have a little bit of a choy sweet and sour sauce with the lumpia, but yeah, this is my Sotanghon Bola-Bola, so I'm gonna eat now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell, ding ding ding, for more videos just like this. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions, or maybe, you know, you also make Sotanghon Bola-Bola and some lumpia, but you do it a little bit differently, then, you know, place that in the comment section down below. And if you end up making this, let me know. So I will talk to you spiritual homies later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.